unit profile has not changed very much between the Infinity program and Motility Anywhere. I'm going to go ahead and just pop one open. All right, now the biggest change that people are dealing with moving from Infinity to Motility Anywhere is the locking. By default, when you open a record in Motility Anywhere, the record is locked. You can view everything, but in order to make changes, you need to unlock it. This lets multiple people be able to view it at the same time, but only one person make changes at a time. This is a little bit different than Infinity. In Infinity, the first person to open it is locking the record for anybody else. So it's just a little bit different that you're able to look at everything, but in order to make changes, you do need to unlock that record. So it is already unlocked. So again, you're going to get that same kind of pop-up that you do in Infinity in the Motility Anywhere system, but it does go ahead and work kind of the flip way that it did in Infinity. All right, so once I've unlocked the record, I can now make changes as needed. I usually go ahead and unlock just so that way it doesn't hop around on me here. Now the header section of the, and this is that show more, show less. I'm just gonna expand this section so we can look at everything inside it. This header section includes that same information that shows in the header in Infinity, okay? The shared unit information, we did go ahead and put into the header section here to make your life a little bit easier in here, to add in information that can then be shown online if you have selected to display this unit on internet. Okay, somebody just asked a question if a user is in a record, you do have the option, just like in Infinity, to unlock a record. Be very cautious doing this. If you unlock a record that somebody else is in, they've made changes, but they haven't hit save or exited, then you can actually kick out all the changes that they make. But if you did need to, maybe it's somebody who they went to lunch and you know they're not actively making changes in there, you can go ahead, just like in Infinity, we have the unlock tool that you can unlock a record that is held open by somebody else if needed. So this looks almost exactly the same and acts pretty much exactly the same as it does in Infinity. So when you go in to unlock, you choose what it is we're unlocking, hit unlock, and then close. All right, so back into the unit profile. Again, the header section up top has all that same information that it does in Infinity. The shared unit info, this is in Infinity, it's just below the header, and it has like the template, the rental unit box, and the pending trade box. Again, it's that exact same information, but we kind of plugged it into the header to save on screen real estate. I don't know about you guys, but I've got a teeny tiny little space on my screen. So being able to collapse these down, I find is super helpful. Okay. So in here, in that shared unit info at the bottom of the header, you can upload documents, and these are visible to customers. So this is a really nice, easy way if you've got maybe a PDF of the floor plan layout or anything like that, you can upload those here. And depending on how you have it set up to integrate to your website, it may then be available for customers to view online. So I am going to go ahead and collapse this header section. Again, I've got a teeny tiny little screen. So I'm going to collapse that down. The color at the top is coming from the status of the unit itself. And we do have several tabs here. Now you can obviously recognize this one. This is travel trailer, motorized unit, vessels, things like that. Those are all set up as custom tabs in the Motility Anywhere program. If they are not something that you're going to use, you don't need to have those included. But of course, the financial tab is where everybody spends their life. Now, right now, this is a very left to right layout. A change is coming to this screen. I'm not sure if it's the next update or the one after, but I do know they are working on retooling these screens to put them in a more column layout. And that is much more what we're used to with Infinity. So definitely looking forward to that. Just bear in mind, if it comes out and you do not see it, just make sure that your advanced view box is checked. That's what's going to give you these column layouts when they are available. So again, all the same information in Infinity shows in Motility Anywhere. So your pricing information on the unit, the flooring information on the unit, the GL accounts for the unit, etc., all show on here. It is, again, laid out slightly differently, but it is the same info. Below that, we're going to have individual vehicle accounting transactions and the actual accounting transactions that can include more than just the vehicle itself.